Hello, YouTube and dear crypto enthusiasts, and welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin. So, we're back after a week. We had a little incident with one of my videos I uploaded a long time ago containing a link that it was not supposed to. So, I've been suspended for a week. That's why I haven't uploaded any videos. But now we are back, and that video is removed. Anyway, here we go. We are going exactly as predicted. We draw these up and down bones within this triangle here. Um, I think the triangle fit best at the 4 hour time frame. As we see, we have support here, sort of before the triangle. We can move this over here. Um, and then we topped out here, as you know, at 42K-ish. We went down, and now we're just bouncing up and down within this triangle. So we have a few days left until Bitcoin needs to make a decision. I had a triangle, a symmetrical triangle in here. It did not reach, well, from here up here and up here. It did not reach its target, which is um, both unfortunate and fortunate in one way. I would really like Bitcoin to come down here to 26,000 at least, because then we never had to worry about this area ever again. But that did not happen. But let's focus on what will happen in the near future, and because we might go up and then go down, since we really don't have retested these levels down here. That might not happen, but yeah, at least if we went down and retested these levels here, 26 and 23, then we could forget about it for the rest of our lives. But that didn't happen. So what we're waiting for now is either for Bitcoin to break to the upside here, as uh, we have different things telling us different things here. So we have this have a larger chance to break to the downside than to the upside. On the other side, we are in an uptrend, in a bull run. So that is bullish, of course. The trend is your friend. We also have a lot of bullish things happening on the global side of things, like outside Bitcoin with money printing and stock market being at an all-time high, getting really expensive in the stock market. Um, and we also have this bull flag forming, because if we come up here, I'm just going to draw it so we know how to trade it or how to buy it. So say we come up here and we break here, then we want us to go down and bounce from this line. Once you see we bounce from this line and then break, that's important. That's very important. That we break the high, the previous high, because that was what we had going with Ethereum. Yeah, let's just swap quickly to the Ethereum chart here, because that was what we were having with the Ethereum, because we broke the all-time high here. But if we zoom in, what we failed to do after we went down on this candle and came back up, we failed to really close above this. So we got all the way up to it, and then we got rejected and we went back down. We will look more at Ethereum later, but that's just me proving my point there. So this is what you want to see. And I'm hoping this will not happen yet, because the longer we stay here, the better. Let's see if we can remove these things. Oh, it's not. Oh, of course, we need to do this. So that is what we're hoping for Bitcoin to do. If you are with the bulls, I want Bitcoin to go all the way to the end here before, because I'm gonna try to get in a legendary trade here, and then I want to have as little downside as possible. Because if I have flat resistance here, that is much better. On these sort of triangles, because here I have downward going resistance. So that means I have to keep lowering my, say we go out here and nothing really happens, then I need to lower my stop loss, um, because it's downwards going resistance. So ideally you want flat resistance, that's much easier, or upward sloping resistance is also okay. But still, you have to kind of move your stop loss all the time then. So then you need to use something called a trailing stop loss. Anyway, we also have an argument for a bull flag being formed here on the daily. I think it's even more clear on the 12 hourly candles. We don't have those here. So a bull flag basically looked like this. It's parallel lines. It's a little bit better on the 12 hour, but that's not something that is traded as much as the daily and the 4 hour. But you can see the bull flag here clear enough. And I've been screaming bull flag since, or potential formation of bull flag since we were here. So this is the bull flag. Let's just make that in blue lines. Color, yeah, let's do a blue bull flag here. And the thing with the bull flag, you see, this is the flagpole of the bull flag. That goes here. So the thing with the bull flag is you want these lines, the upper and the lower line, to be parallel. They're not completely parallel here, but they are on the 12-hour chart. And you do not want the bottom of the bull flag. The end of the bull flag is going to be when the price from the top of the pool, which it can be here. Yeah, I think you can draw it all the way down here, but yeah, there's a little bit of resistance there, so I'm going to go with this more conservative approach in one way. So you don't want the top of the length of the bull flag. The price cannot go more than 50% lower um, than the flagpole. So this is a 20,000 ish move. So then you don't want the flag can really not be continue all the way down here. It should be about 50%. It cannot go below 50%. So we are very close here to not being a valid bull flag. But yeah, as long as we keep above, I mean, we can probably draw all the way down here, and still, it's still well down here. So that, but for the target, I would maybe just take it from here to be sure. So we don't want it to drop. I mean, the height should not be, the price now should not be lower than 50% of this move. So this is about a 20,000 move. So we don't want the price to be much lower than it is now. Because I think we closed at, let's just move this. We closed at about 40,000 on the daily. So as long as we stay above 30,000, we're kind of in the clear. And we break the bull flag either when we go down more than 50%. So if we go down here and close the day down here, the flag is invalid. But if we break it to the upside here, the target is tremendous, and Bitcoin loves bull flags. It forms it all the time, and many people trade them. So let's make a purple line to see what the target. Let's just take a yellow line to see what the target would be. So that would be the height of this. So depending on where we break it, this might not happen. We might not get there. I don't think we have too many chances left to get resisted here before we take a slope to the downturn. So that is just as likely. But we know what to look for. We know that if we break this line, we go down, test the support, and then take off, then we are talking, depending of course where we break it, but let's say we break it here. I want to break it before February maybe. That makes it a little bit more of a risky trade, because then, but still you have so much more upside potential than downside, because the stop loss will probably be down here, and I don't think the whales are going to dump the price below this point. I think the bulls are ready to step in here. Maybe. We don't know if there will be a fake out here or not, but as long as we got confirmation of the support, and we bounce from this line again, I'm going for a trade. So the target is all the way up here, 57,000, if that happens, and that's a continuation pattern as well, because then this thing continue, and that is very often what you see in a bull run, is a huge leg to the upside and consolidation and falling price for a little while. It needs to be downward going for the bull flag. You need for a bull flag, you need the flagpole like this, and then you need the downward going trend here for it to be a bull flag, and you also need for this to be parallel for these lines. If I make it proper like this, you can say it's a flag like this. Yeah. So this is the flagpole, and this is the flag. So hopefully we don't go too low. If we do, the prizes to hope for resistance, and where I have my buy target set, is here at 26,000. And then I have even larger amounts of orders down here, and I have some down here just in case. So that's it for Bitcoin. We will do some live trading videos on the smaller time frame when we are in the pattern. That also makes sense on it. I like to do my day trading when Bitcoin is also forming a nice pattern on larger time frames. Because right now you see we got this, but yeah, moving up and down within this channel, this flag. But yeah, maybe there were some possibilities to take some trades down here, but we're not going to do that now. Too much uncertainty. Oh, this is on the 1 hour, yeah. Let's just have a look at the 1 minute to see. I don't think there is too much now. No, there isn't too much to do here now. So let's take a look at Ethereum as well. And remember to subscribe so you get the notification when we are doing um, the day trade day trading. Yeah. Actually, there are a few more things I want to mention with Bitcoin before we jump to Ethereum. And one of those things is if we close January around the same level as we open January, then we get a gravestone doji here. That is something looking like a candle that have a little bit of a wig to the downside, um, and closing here. So if we do fall below 30,000, I think we need to be below 30,000 for it to be a gravestone doji. Then we have a huge wedge to the upside and a very thin body of this candle and a very small wick to the downside compared to the wick to the upside. That can be seen as a very bearish candle. So just keep that in mind because January is soon coming to a close. And I also want to talk about the GBTC premium, which is extremely low at the moment. So my plan is if the breakout happen during trading hours of GBTC, to buy GBTC and not Bitcoin. Because with this low premium on GBTC, I suspect the premium will rise if we see a huge pump to the upside. Because the GBTC premium most of the times increase when the price goes up and decrease when the price go down. And right now the GBTC premium is close to zero. And there was also one more thing. I think this was on the weekly, because I think I found a similar pattern to this in 2017. I don't think it was this one I was looking at. Yeah, maybe. Here we have, how big is this move? So here we have for a few weeks, going down about 23% and then continuing to the upside. Kind of similar pattern because we have almost bull flag here as well. And then again, same thing happened here. I think this was even a larger move. So maybe we will see something like this playing out. And then, yeah, 35% drop and then push to the upside. And this happens a few times during bull runs in Bitcoin. And to me, this seems to be, yeah, probably the first time this happened in this bull run. So I don't think this bull run is over based on that simple observation there. As we have 1, 2, 3 weeks, 3 red weeks. Here we sort of have the same, like one big, few doji weeks, and then one big pullback, and then it just sets up. But see, it don't fall 50%. That's important, because if it falls more than 50%, it can't be a bull flag. So now we are here, and yeah, let's hope for that we don't get a doji, gravestone doji on the monthly, that we sort of keep the price up here. Then this is not a gravestone doji. It's not a very bullish candle, but it's not a gravestone. So let's have a look at Ethereum. So on Ethereum, we have this wedge forming here. That is interesting because Ethereum needs to make a decision before Bitcoin makes a decision. Um, so that will be interesting because no, Ethereum needs to make a decision this month, basically, if it want to break this to the upside or to the downside. Right now, to the downside look more likely, but Ethereum can move quickly. Let's see if there are some other patterns. Because these wedges here are not the most reliable. No, I can't. Well, maybe from here. Uh, no, I don't. I think this is the best one we can go with. Otherwise, it's become too, because we could do something like this and just call, yeah, we can do that as well. We can call this a trade channel. So if we call it a trade channel here, pretty large one, um, then Ethereum don't need to make a decision before Bitcoin. But this is going to be interesting to see if it breaks this, because then we might go down and test this channel here. And I don't think we're going to see any more huge moves in Ethereum. I mean, of course, we can move a couple of $100, but I think Ethereum will struggle to go up further before Bitcoin have made its decision. Because Ethereum kind of do pumps when Bitcoin consolidates, but I think it will have a hard time breaking out in front of Bitcoin. Yeah, yeah. So that's my thoughts on Ethereum now, and I hope we can do some more live trades on Ethereum because we were having a blast last time, and unfortunately, I think we got cut off here somewhere. We did some small 1 minute trade or like on the minute 1 minute frame here. I think yeah, around this area here, and then we got cut off. No, it must have been here. We got cut off about here when Ethereum was about to make its big move to the upside. Luckily, I took this trade. Awesome trade. I was hoping for it to go even higher, but once I saw that we didn't break out, that we set a new high, we went down, and we didn't break the high, then I sold roughly around here. So now maybe Ethereum goes up and tests the all-time high. We had an all-time high here. But remember, you need for if you're waiting for the all-time high to do a trade, don't do the trade here. Wait for it to come back down and then go above. So then you do a trade here when it go above um, the previous high, because there will most likely be an up, a down, and then another attempt to set a higher high. That's when you do the trade. Well, um, at least according to the textbook. So I think that is it for this video, and I will be back tomorrow with more updates and more news about Bitcoin. One more thing with Bitcoin, when I remember the number of addresses. This is very important. The number of addresses that hold over 1,000 Bitcoin is increasing. So this means that big money is buying Bitcoin. The whales, the people who are experienced in the game and have more than 1,000 Bitcoin is increasing. So big money is buying. Big money bought this dip. Just remember that. And of course, I'm hoping for it to go down here so I can buy more, and even down here so I can buy even more. But I'm also happy if it goes up. So as long as you have more money to go into Bitcoin, don't be upset if the price fall, because we are in the major bull run, and I don't think the bull run is over yet. So that's it for today. Have a nice evening, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye for now.